Alrighty, hello guys, SrGrafo here, and I'm gonna talk a little about the tutorial on how to draw, and at least how I do it. And if you don't want to waste any second, I'm gonna put at the top of the description a timestamp of when the tutorial starts, because I'm gonna be talking a little bit before the tutorial, so you can jump directly into that. Alright, so it's always a little weird to do these videos, because technically this is a tutorial that the point of a tutorial is that you are good at something enough to make a tutorial, and I don't consider myself that good. As a matter of fact, I'm still learning. That's why it's a little weird, but I can show you guys what I learned so far. So first, a couple people keep asking what's the skeleton, why I keep talking about a skeleton when I do the practices. So I'm gonna explain you what's the skeleton and how I use it. Let me show. So I won't be editing this video, it's probably gonna be long. So basically, I'm gonna give you an example with a teeth. For example, when you ask somebody to draw a teeth, they're gonna be like, all right, it's something like that, right? And they want to improve, so they do it again. Okay, it's gotta be something like that. And they keep improving, and it's like, all right, probably like that. All right, and they keep improving until they get to a point that it's like, all right, you know what? I got it. I managed to make a teeth, you know, a boob. It's getting good, and that person learns shadowing and stuff like that. So the problem I have with this is that if you ask this person to be like, hey, can you draw the teeth, the boob, but facing the front, the person is gonna be like, all right, so it's like that, and it's not good because they haven't practiced it yet. So they gotta be like, all right, let's do it again and again and again. So they start practicing from the front over and over and over and over until they reach a point where they can actually get it good, right? And then you tell that person, okay, can you do the boob, but now from the bottom? And that person goes like, all right, so I have never done it before, so it's probably like this, no, like this, and they keep practicing over and over until they get the boob right? I'm just messing. I don't know if this is a boob. Let me change something. And the thing is that this drawing system, I hate it. I don't like it. If you do it, it's perfectly fine. There's no correct way of drawing, but I fucking hate it because I don't want to be limited to knowing a certain position. I want to know all the positions. I want to know how the teeth is going to look in all the possible angles, right? Teeth in every angle. And the way to do this is not doing this, not learning like one angle, one face, one position. So to do that, I have been working on a skeleton, which works like this. Let me close this. Boop, boop. There you go. All right, so to understand the basics of the skeleton, you need to understand like this shape over here. So this shape, let's call it, I don't know, what is the name of this in English? This is like a canvas? No, a square. Let's call it a square for now, right? So you can draw this, anyone can draw a square. And you know what's the power of a square? Is that you can do it in any angle you want once you understand that it's just a square, right? Look at that. From the very side, from the very edge, I can put it from the top, yeah? You know what? You can even see it in perspective, like, it's the same shape, but you're seeing it like from here, right? So this side is bigger. And you can mess any angle you want with it because you understand that it's like a square 3D piece of paper, put it like that. All right, so if you can do that with a square, now the objective is to put the specific exact dimensions in this square to be able to create anime. So because if you manage to get the correct dimensions, your personal correct dimensions, then you can draw anime in any angle you want. And this is what I want to learn. That's my objective. So let me show you what I learned so far. The older skeleton, the first one I did, some people can check it, it's still in the subreddit, was doing the square, and then I did another square at the bottom, connecting these dots. Then I used to make a circle here, because I was like, yeah, there is always like a circle here. Then I divided this square in two. Like, as you can see, this half is the same as this half. Then I divided this line here, and I connected this. And then you just connect these like, boop, boop, go inside, go outside, go inside, go outside, go outside, and then you have the legs, and you divide this. It was something like this, the older skeleton. But I ran into a couple of problems with this skeleton, and it was this part over here. I don't know how to explain it, but it didn't work in every angle. And I guess the reason it didn't work is because we don't have... girls don't have a fucking balloon in the chest, right? So I've been struggling with this fucking balloon for so long. I couldn't get the right shape. I was trying so many shapes over and over and over, and I couldn't get it right. So I decided, okay, let's do the correct thing. I'm gonna fucking look at a skeleton, and I'm gonna learn how to draw it. So I did that. I went in Google, and I found these pictures. Actually, you're not gonna find these pictures in Google. I went looking for a 3D skeleton, and I just, rotated the skeleton, front, side, and a little angle to understand how it works. So what I did, I didn't post this on the subreddit, but I started drawing several times this, just to understand this shape over here. How the fuck does this shape work? Because if I can learn this, if I can somehow put this into my squarey shape, then I'm gonna be able to improve my torso drastically. So I drew several of these ones, then I started doing the same with this one. I was like, alright, let me show you how you from the back. Of course, it needs to be slightly modified because it's anime. I'm not looking for Ghost in the Shell style. It's slightly more chill style. And I found a way to do it, and it's the following. At least so far. It's still getting modified, but this is how it works at the moment. So you got your square thingy. I really need a name for this. I'm sorry. So what I learned at least, the dimensions. Let me get a little darker. Okay. There's always a space here, so it's like a circle here. Right? There's always this circle. It doesn't connect with the sides. So far, so good. So now I know that the middle of my square is this side, right? But you're not gonna do this. You're not gonna go like pop, pop. No. Instead, you're gonna go lower. Go lower. Then I connect this like this. Alright. I'm just trying to show you how I found an easy way to recreate the skeleton. Then you go back in again, the same way you go like this here. So goes back in. And now to get the middle part, what I did is I divided in half, but I divided like this. Like I know this is the shape, so I have this curvature. Now I divide this in half. I like dividing things in half because it's easy to memorize. Like, oh yeah, just half it, half it, half it. Now what I do is I connect this dot with the half, like this. And ta-da! Basically that's how you get the torso in an easy way. Why? Because you can just move your square, cube, whatever paper in any angle you want, and you repeat the process. Okay, there is like a tag here. I go from the middle, a little lower, like here, and then I go inside again, and then I crowd the division, half, and then you connect it. Look at that. Without even having to practice several times how to do it, you can create it in every fucking angle you want. Of course it's not perfect, I'm still modifying little by little, but you get the idea. So once I have these, which I made a little mistake here. Let me lower it, there. Once you get this torso, with technically these are the rib cage, right? There you go. Oh, sorry for that, we changed a little. Somewhere chill, okay. So you have the torso, and you can move it anywhere you want, in any angle, all right? Now the next step is the most important part of the torso when we're talking about female, is the goddamn boobs. And Jesus fucking Christ, this is so hard. Because, let me try to explain you, whenever somebody is like, no Grafo, you got the boob wrong, it's like, I know, let me explain you exactly how it feels when you say that. It's like, I'm trying to learn archery, and this is the bow, and I just go to the field, and here is the target, right? This is just a target, and it looks like this, right? There you go, there's the target. Alright, so I want to learn archery, so I go to the archery field, and I shoot an arrow, right? And the arrow goes like this, and it lands here. Alright? Now, oh wait, where's my hair? There's my hair. Now, you guys see that when I post it, and you go like, and Grafo, you made a mistake. You need to go for the center. This is exactly how it feels. You go like, Grafo, it's wrong. It needs to go to the center. And all I'm thinking is like, geez, thanks. I couldn't, I didn't know. Like, so I do it again. I keep trying, and it lands in a different spot. It lands slightly closer, but not in the center. And you guys go, Grafo, you made a mistake. It's not in the center. What I'm trying to say is that I appreciate every kind of feedback. It's really useful a lot of times. But I'm trying to say that just pointing at something is not gonna fix it completely. Because some people is like, oh, you gotta fix the boob to be like that. And it's like, I'm not trying to do what that guy over here was doing of drawing the same boob over and over. I'm trying to create a system that allows me to draw the boobs always in any angle. So I need to understand how to modify this system. Let me show you how I do currently the boobs. What I do, first of all, I try to create a little shape on this. So I do this this over here. This is like, you know, so it gets a little shape. I put it on the sides. So you know that it's like a more, how to put this word in English, flat in that sense. I don't know how to explain. And what I do, I learned this. I grab this dot and I continue it. Like, you know, you see this line over here? I continue it all the way here. And I do the same with this one. At first I was continuing it all the way up here, but it didn't work. One of the Chloe posts is like that and it didn't work. So, okay. So I started lowering the distance on how much I need to, you know, continue this line. And so far, this is the best spot. That's why I do this blue thingy, so, you know, to get an idea of where I need to stop. And the next step over here is like here. I know that the boobs are in this area. The boobs, they need to be in this area, kind of in the middle, right? I watched enough reference to know that. But the thing is like how to do it. So what I do is I have been using these lines over here for the under boob. It's insanely good. I don't know why it works. You saw it in the yesterday's post. It works when you consider this line and then you do the boob, which at the moment let's go with basic circles, right? I'm just gonna do a circle here. And this boob, which a lot of people notice that it's not good, is because I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I should do it like close or there, and I don't know how to connect exactly with the skeleton. I kind of know that they have to lower from these red dots, but it's really hard to explain. This is the reason why I have been delaying the tutorial, because I'm not even sure how to do it properly. I'm just testing little by little. But let's go with that for now. And yeah, I separate this a little bit. I know I need to be a little closer, but I don't like too much when the nipples are looking at me. So I just separate it a little closer. It's a little creepy. All right, so basically that's what I do. That's what I currently do to get the torso. And let me show you how it works for the bottom. I am messing around with the bottom. I don't want to touch that much because this is the old skeleton, like this. And I haven't looked at the bones yet here. And I want to look at the bones to properly do it. That's what I say I will be doing only torso practice lately. A lot of people is probably wondering, hey, what's with the head? I do heads at the very end. I found out that is the best way because, how to put it? I have a little problem with connecting with the neck. But if you do the head at later, it gets easier. Let me put it here. All right. To the arms, I am not working on that yet. I just put circles here. There you go. I usually connect one head, circle, one head, circle. This is the same distance, right? Yes. Sometimes I make mistakes because I forget while I'm looking at other things, but that's the basic idea. And that's it pretty much. Let me do the head really fast so you guys see. The head logic is like this at the moment. Yeah. Let me change. Let me put a chill on. There you go. So look at my mouse. This is kind of like the circle of the chest area, right? You can imagine it. So I don't use the same size. I use something smaller, but kind of like this. Kind of like you can put it a head inside the body. That's the logic I have been using. Put a head inside the chest. So it's kind of like this. And in the other video I explain how I do the head tutorial aspect, but it's basically I don't know how to explain this. Basically I use this root, I mark here. In the other video I swear to God explain it better. Dot 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 dot. It's gonna be linked in the description, don't worry. Line, connect middle. It's insane how this simple format helps so much in drawing heads and faces, and that's it. That's all I needed. So then you lower this and you create, oh sorry for that, and you start doing the head of the eyes. I don't know if I don't think the eyes I do are like that good, but if anybody wants a tutorial on how I do it or easy ways to do eyes, I can show you. But then you finish it, and let's say that she's looking at us. Honestly, if you don't know how to do eyes, just do the line there. Once I start practicing eyes, I'm probably gonna check further, but at the moment I swear to fucking God, just do a line in the middle. It's so much easier. A little darker area here. It's gonna improve whatever character you're doing. Just darker the top of the eye. Alright, here comes the cheeks. Remember, the cheeks is depending on the age. The younger it is, the bigger cheeks, you know? And the older it is, the longer cheeks. So we're gonna go like this, and I need to go in there in that angle. There's dimensions for all of this, but I explained that in the other video. This video was mostly to show what is the current process I'm doing with the chest. So I connect it there. There you go. Then you do the neck. There you go. You know, classic Chloe stuff. You do the cheeks. The nose is like, I don't know how to explain how I'm doing it lately, but that's for another time. I mean, probably people is more interested in learning how to draw the face than the body, but this is my focus because I really want to learn how to do that. I'm gonna do a cheap hair for now. Actually, I should do more pretty hair. Let me show you how I do hair, by the way. I create another layer, red. I will choose red. So you know that the head is like this, and there's the ear. Weirdly enough, you always have to draw the ears, even if you never show them. Oh, things about drawing. Okay, so there you go. Line at the bottom, and the hair always had you little space from the crane, because hair is like not sticky to the head. Go lower, and that's the gist of it. That's the basic logic. Now we go with black. There you go. You just create. I guess one of the main reasons I wanted pure black hair is because I wanted to really learn how to do easy hair, like improve it, and this was one of the best ways to do it, because you can show, you can avoid doing all the details and the hair still looks good. Let me get it like boop, 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 boop. There you go. I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna paint this. Ta-da! We're gonna add a little more in the back. There you go. Ta-da! There you go. Oh my god! I need to redo the head skeleton just to understand how to do noses. I still struggle with this. If I get stuck in a part for a longer time, trust me, that's how it happens every day when I'm drawing. Let me do the hair in the back, and hair on the inside is white. You know, design option. I like to connect this little part over here. This is all part of the new design of Chloe, because she's been changing little by little as I improve and I learn new tricks. And once you finish, you add some hairs here and there, you know, just decoration. This is part. Let me do a little of the eyes, darker on the top, and that's it. Circle, darker on the top, that's it. Ta 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 ta. There you go, and we go to the ears that we have to draw all the time. You go. There is the head. Now, the reason I do it separated is because that way I can just, you know, connect it to the body. Let me change. All right, let's put it there, which I think it needs to be a tiny bigger. I usually do those fixes later, but actually I should reduce the size of this. It's gonna be better. So the head, yeah, I have been doing these changes little by little. Eventually I will know the exact dimensions of head, torso and all of that, but you know, that's what I've been saying. Hey, I want to practice one thing little by little. So now we start doing the thingies, which is, oh, I'm gonna get demonetized for drawing this, but then again, I don't make money of YouTube. I don't do anything on YouTube, just silly videos, so I don't mind. So this is the tricky part. I'm trying to learn this. I need to connect. Someone showed me a picture, like connect this, like it needs to connect to the arms, but it's hard. Like I could cheat it. I could be like, da-da, you're done. But I want to know the exact dimensions or how to trick it, how to create a skeleton. That's the point of the skeleton. So this is gonna be a wrong drawing, but it's just gonna give you an idea of what I'm trying to learn and how it works. You know, fuck nipples for now. Now it goes down, the skeleton, the ribs have a little connection there, and it goes down. We're gonna forget the bottom because we're not working on that at the moment. This goes in, the muscle goes in, out. There you go. I really want to practice this skeleton over here. I don't know, pelvis? I think pelvis is the name. I need to look at pictures and figure out how to make it into a system. At the moment, only torso. So I know that the torso goes like this, right? So you, at least because of that, you kind of know where to put the shadows, right? This is the whole point of the skeleton. All right, let me put patches. I don't wanna deal with trajectory at the moment. There you go, patch it up. Suddenly it's PG. There you go. There you go. Now I still do the triangle in the middle of the boobs because I noticed that it actually works. So you do kind of a triangle here, just for the shadows. Alrighty. Now the neck, you connect like there's a little piece of meat here and here. And now you do the shoulders. There you go. Which I know. There's a guy that commented. I read all the comments, believe it or not. Especially in Chloe, I need to read all the comments. Some guy was like, "What's with the arms? Like, don't you know muscles or things like that?" And I know there's muscles and things like that. I'm just not practicing them at the moment. And someone is probably thinking, "Oh, but you should try to do everything rough." It's like I don't learn that way. I don't work that way. My brain doesn't work that way. I cannot learn. I cannot keep in my head if I do several things at once. I need to, oh my god, I don't know what happened there. I need to do one thing at a time and learn it over and over. We're not gonna do hands for now. This is just to show the torso top. So then you have to do this bone here, which I don't know yet how it works, but I know it's connected here at the top. Something like this. Then you add shadows. Shadows here. Now here, this needs to go down. I don't know yet how to do it. I'm still learning this part. This is not that good. Let me reduce it. There's something like that. Something kind of like that. This is what I hate doing. Fixing and fixing. I hate. Eventually, one day, I will be able to not have to do these fixes. Let me add a little more curvature here. Just a tiny more. Then we're gonna add the lines here. That goes in. Oh, absolutely demonetized. No, there's a... The other thing I learned between muscles is that from this point, like at the end of the ribs, there is a muscle that goes from here, goes inside and goes all the way and finishing the, you know, the parts, the vagina. Same here. So if you look at the sketches I have been doing, I always add that one because it's really handy. I didn't add it here, let me do it. So there's my sketch. It looks like from here. There you go, and from here. I always add this one because here's the belly. Alrighty, now we close these. Now you follow that one just a little bit. You know that it goes that way, and you keep going this way. And the belly button, you just add a line for now. I'm not messing too much with the bottom, because like I said 100 fucking times, I'm still learning that part. But basically this is the current skeleton. I know it's not perfect and I know it needs a lot of work, but I'm kind of satisfied of practicing just one part little by little, because it allowed me to understand how the shape of the torso of the rib cage works in general. So here I make a mistake, for example, which I need to fix. Like the shoulders, they need to be, the hips need to be more to the side than the shoulders. So I am like, alright, I need to fucking fix this, because the skeleton needs work. You gotta improve the skeleton. There you go. Same in this side, because the shoulders cannot beat the hips. I think so. I haven't checked enough tutorials, but I know that. I think I know that. So that should be it. I don't know, we can color it to make it a little more decent. We're gonna do a fast coloring just for now. So that is something, that is another thing that I don't feel that good talking too much. Oh wait, little too there. Because I'm still learning. But I found a simple way to color. Let me show you. But look, it's so easy to get like the female shape, just like that, using the basic skeleton. See, I just did this without ever practicing this angle. I just need to fix the skeleton, so this looks better and better and better. That's the whole point. Let me, there you go. Now we're gonna paint in this color. Now we're gonna paint white here, and a little white here. Same here. And we're gonna paint the hair white. Oh wait, sorry, white. There you go. There you go. And I have all the colors in the top left of my palette. Save it for Chloe. I've been tweaking them little by little, fixing. Even that is getting fixed little by little, but it's not that important, because learning the human body, I think, is more important than learning coloring. I can learn coloring after, but that's it. Now, what we do? What's with my mouse? All right, I need to pop. I select this. I'm gonna create a new layer, overlay, boop, 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 and we're gonna make it really orange. Grafo, why are you making hair so orange? Don't worry, it's part of the trick. Then you select it again, and you can start getting the actual Chloe's color. It's a little trick. I shouldn't do all this process just to get her right color scheme, but I kind of like this tone. Now we start painting the lanes, exactly this tone. Oh, there you go. Now the eyes go red, cheeks, all the borders, everything that is a border of the skin goes red. Like that. Ta-da-da-da-da, ta-da-da. You go red. I really love red. Don't. And again, this is not like how it's supposed to be draw or color it. It's how I do it and how I actually enjoy doing it. I had the most fun. Now I go dark blue for the eyes. This is what causes the eyes to look, you know, so vibrant. It's all of this process, because now I go sky blue here, and look at that. Is the actual color of Chloe's eyes. This sharp blue one. There you go. Now what we're gonna do is, alright, we're gonna add some shadows. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's not letting me. Oh, my mistake, wrong layer. Alright, so at the bottom of the book, we make little shadows here and there. Here too. At the bottom. I need to improve this, make it more subtle. And we're gonna use all of this side over here. Wait, no, let me look at the skeleton really fast, so I get it actually right instead of making this up. There it is. See, there is the skeleton. So I'm gonna start doing the shadow there. So this. There you go. Now we darken. Again, this is if you don't want to learn how to do shadowing. Just do lines. I want to learn. Don't worry. I really want to learn how to do all shadows and all the stuff. But I think understanding shapes is more important for now. At least it's what I want to do. Oh, there you go. There you go. Now, I know a couple of how shadows are meant to be here. And I know girls have like a... There's like a circle here. I don't know how to explain. So you kind of like... You try to recreate shapes of that. Like that. The bottom of the neck always, I like that one dark. There's a line there. Muscle. Then here some shadows to make it more round the elbows. Then some lines here to make the hair more like, you know, that shape of hair. That's it. Now we're gonna create a new layer for pure light. This is like pure light. So we make a circle. There you go. And believe it or not, weirdly, I didn't expect it to learn actual things from the cosplays, but there is one cosplay that teaches me something, like make me improve, and it's the one that you're least gonna expect. It's the even when people asked it that, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna learn anything from this, and it actually helped me improve. And it's the Komi-san. While I was doing it, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with the hair of this girl? There's so many lines in that hair. And while I was doing it, I was like, I need to figure out how to do the lighting. And I was like, oh, I get it how they did it. And that cosplay helped me to improve how to do the lighting overall of the, you know, of the hair. And now the eyes need lighting. So boop, boop, we're gonna put some simple lighting here. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Well, my mouse is missing. Okay. What the? Chill. Okay, my mouse was missing. All right, let me add some eyebrows. So as you know, Chloe has like eyebrows go transparent whenever you touch the hair. That's just part of the style. There you go, and it goes black when it's not. There you go. This eye is not good, but it's okay just for showing. Now, if you want to make a girl look pretty in anime, make, how to put it, darker or make very noticeable the eyes, because it's one of the most important attributes when it comes to drawing anime. At least this is what I learned by testing over and over. We're gonna add a little shadow here. Alright, finally we're gonna create, this is something I have been learning. It's make soft, really soft, what is the name? Soft elbows, soft boobs, and soft, oh no, this is an elbow, this is a shoulder, sorry, my mistake, English is not my best. Like, make these little bits, like, darker here and there. Not so much, I made a mistake, okay, little. Even the chin I have interesting, the cheeks too. And then you pick a new layer. So add some little light, just a tiny light. And look how much it improves, especially in the boobs. I know these boobs are not good, but it was just an example, so you can understand the process. I hope this helps the people that wanted to see the process on how it's done. And eventually, as you can see, technically you don't need to know, like, you don't need years of practice drawing. All you need to know is the dimensions. Like, alright, so he makes a square, then divides in half, and from this point it goes like that, and if you start learning this, then you can just start shaping it however you want it. At least this is what little by little I've been doing. Last year I have been like messing mostly, for example, distance of the eyes to one that I like, and distance from the eye to the bottom of the face to one distance that I like. I have been messing, I still need to mess with the nose, but that's for other time. So I hope this helped a little to see how is the process of drawing, and especially for the people that ask. Don't worry, we're gonna get to cosplay soon, but now you can understand why it's so important for me to learn this. Because if I get good at this, then I can do better cosplay, right? I don't wanna mess up and try to figure out like the guy that is only know a couple of angles. I don't like that. I want to learn all the angles. I want to be able to draw anywhere and from anywhere. Oh, there you go. Just a couple corrections here and there. Sorry. Cannot delete them. There you go. And that's it. That should be that should be for this video. I know it's a pretty long video. How long is it? Oh damn, it's really long. It's half an hour. But hope that helps. And this was driving tutorial with SrGrafo, shitty boobs and everything. But I'm still learning and I need a lot of more practice. But the season just started, so we have like 90 more days of practice on this season. Alrighty guys, I'll see you tomorrow.